This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Rivers able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Mike, hey, get on. Check.
Operating from the gun. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Second and 3.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Down by Bobby Wagner.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score. Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Play brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Watch twins. Run left. Motion out the backfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Give to Rashad Penny. Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdown. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over first down.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Wilson dancing to his... And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
54 mark. Check. 54. Watch the run. The shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Mark 54.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This is White on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
17 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Zebra. Mike 35. You ain't going nowhere.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Patriot.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
18 on the play.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket sack, tried to get away but could not. Bobby Wagner able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Third down.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they can be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a run with High. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Penny. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Patriot first down.
Newton. Open man is Myers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Ready, set, ready, 20.
First down, here's White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
On the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Check, check. Right 54. First down.
Now Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Newton. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Today's final score, Patriots.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.